Hi, and welcome to this Groove.cm review. A little bit over a year ago, I made a video called GrooveFunnels Review. Should you use it? Top GrooveFunnels affiliate reveals the ugly truth. And I admit this was somewhat clickbait, but if you have a look at the actual video, you will find that if you read through the comments, you will actually find that this was a really balanced review and a lot of people got a lot of value from this video. So if we have a look at the comments here, Colin says it's an excellently balanced review. And there's a lot of things that happened since 2020 when I published this video. And there's a lot of debate going on whether GrooveFunnels is an amazing platform and if you should use it, whether it's essentially like, as Tony said here, I'm missing a lot and the platform is unusable. So if you are watching this video, you probably think about like if you want to buy GrooveFunnels now and like if you buy it, should you use it right now? Or maybe you're thinking you already have a funnel builder like Kartra or ClickFunnels or any of the other competitors of Groove. Should you make the switch now or should you stay away from this platform? At the time of recording this video, we are just in the middle of a launch of GrooveFunnels. They are going out of beta and they hosted an event called the Groove-A-Thron virtual event, and you will find a link to this page somewhere in the description. But essentially what they did is in 2 to 6 hour videos explained everything that the platform can do, and in this review I will condense everything into short and consumable chunks so you can make the decision now if you should use the GrooveCM platform or not. So for this, I have created a PowerPoint presentation that walks you through all the different features of the GrooveCM platform with screenshots from the Groove-A-Thron, and we will take a deep dive into each platform so you can make the best decision and if you should use the platform and if you should make the switch to Groove or stay away from the platform. So for this, have a look at my GrooveCM dashboard here. As you can see, in 2020, I made almost $100,000 from promoting Groove as an affiliate, promoting the platform. So a lot of people from the ClickFunnels space who got tired of paying monthly fees for ClickFunnels made the switch. But then in 2021, Groove had some problems. They were not able to deliver on the promises that they made in 2020, and this is also where my affiliate commissions slowed down quite a lot. But on the other side, I decided to use the platform to actually promote my own product and sell my own product, which is called the Ads Made Free Accelerator. And as you can see, in 2020, I launched the first beta version of this program, and I made a couple of sales, but not that much. But basically, this was just to prove that the platform was functional, so I could generate affiliate commissions and got a lot of people using the platform. But then in 2021, I actually made over $70,000 in revenue selling my own product just using the Groove platform. And this is what I will be focusing on more in the future. As you can imagine, my transition from GrooveFunnels as an affiliate to becoming a user and selling my own product was not smooth. And truth be told, I had a lot of arguments against using GrooveFunnels. For example, my main website, findfocus.net, is still on WordPress. I'm also a paying customer for Kartra, which I'm still using to send out my emails. But on the other hand, I've built the complete Ads Made Free program on GrooveFunnels, but I'm actually even a competitor to Groove because I'm also a reseller of the high level platform. So here you can see my blog is still run on WordPress. Like this is just a WordPress blog. And then if we have a look at my account, Go High Level account, essentially here you can see I'm even can choose this, like this is the white label version is called Cloud Key CRM, and I can add people to the Cloud Key CRM here and essentially sell another funnel building platform myself. So I'm actually a competitor, but I still choose, even though I'm paying for Kartra, even though I'm paying for Go High Level, I still decided to use GrooveFunnels for my Ads Made Free business, which is all about teaching people how to grow your online business with 100% free Facebook ads. And as you can see, I've built all of this on the Groove platform. because GrooveFunnels is changing their pricing on the 22nd of February. And for this, I've created an amazing bonus deal. Make sure to check this out. I teamed up with some other amazing people from the GrooveFunnels community to really make this the best bonus to get Groove and the Groove platform. In online marketing, there is a lot of nuance, and as you can see, it was not an easy decision for me, but I still choose Groove. Making the switch to Groove did not come naturally because, as I've told you, like I sold my own product and I always wondered, like, where should I host it? And in the end, I decided to keep it simple. Just use like here a tool called Nimbus to have all the content of my Ads Made Free Accelerator to teach my students, because it took me a long time to really put everything into the Kartra membership area. For example, if you go here and want to log in, it always takes a time to load, and then you have to click the edit button, and it takes a long time before you can even add content into the membership area. So the load time was really what held me back. And then if I want to go to the content section, I have to click save and next and then launch the builder. And all of this takes quite a lot of time to upload all the content to the membership area. So in the beginning, I like to keep it simple. And then I saw how Groove came up with their latest version of GrooveMember version 2.0. I had a look. I really like this, and I think this is one of the biggest strengths of the new GrooveCM platform. So here you can see I'm currently moving over all my assets over to the GrooveCM platform, which obviously takes some time, but this is essentially what I'm using right now. The other reason is I'm still paying $199 per month for Kartra. And this really adds up over time. And especially if you're starting your business, these monthly bills end up over time and costing you thousands of dollars per year, even though Kartra is even probably one of the cheapest options. And I really like the platform. But in the end, after I've seen a video and from Paul Murphy, who runs the YouTube channel Passive Income Ladder, I think it's called. And here in this, he explains how to set up an affiliate program in Kartra. And this was actually like super complicated. And because I have a huge affiliate component with my own strategy, I decided to use Groove. So if you have a look at my hub page where I host all the training for the free traffic cash machine, as I like to call it. And if you want to sign up for this training, make sure to click the link below so you get an experience of what it is to use the whole Groove platform, to go through an actual sales funnel that is not built by the Groove team themselves. And what I really like about this is that it's so easy for people to find the links. They do not have to go to a second platform like Kartra. You can just go here and then you can promote the opt-in of the free traffic cash machine if you're a user. So I built a whole program around this. Or you can simply go to the VSL here where I explain what's included in the free traffic cash machine. And you can see like all of this is built on GrooveFunnels here. And then if you click join for free, and currently it's like I plan to sell this for $97 as a front end product. So to educate people to get into my Ads Made Free program. And with this comes a complete funnel and then 2 different softwares that allow you to build leads on Facebook, and then things like a mastermind and obviously the bonus program for which I use the butterfly marketing strategy. And what really made me excited about Groove, despite the technical challenges that I had to overcome to move everything to the new platform, which I will talk about a little bit later in this video, was Mike Filsame's butterfly marketing manuscript. And this script, which you can get if you sign up for a free version of the platform, I will show you where to find this, is full of wisdom, even though it's a little bit older from 2006 till 2010. But this is really what makes the Groove platform stand out compared to its competitors like ClickFunnels. And if you read through this document, you will really understand the power of the Groove platform. However, moving everything to the platform had its challenges. So I modeled how the complete funnel should look like. And as you can see, there's a lot of moving elements. and building everything out in Groove. I was not able to build out everything in Groove as of yet. And this is probably one of the biggest drawbacks of the platform, because not all the apps are ready already. And if we have a look at their website, for example, so we go to Groove.cm, you will not see that the platform is out of beta. And even after the launch ends, the platform will not be out of beta. So when you think about, is Groove the right platform for your business, we have to differentiate between the features that are already available and the features that they will build in the future. And for this, I've prepared this PowerPoint presentation, and I will now walk you through the different features and explain what is already there, what you can use right now, what I'm using right now, and things that they will have in the upcoming month. So let's jump right into this presentation and let me walk you through what is available now and what will come in the future. So before we jump into the different Groove apps, I just want to explain what you need to look out for if you decide if Groove is right for you or not. So in the past, there's different softwares for all kinds of different things, like building websites, creating so-called sales funnels with upsells and downsells, quiz funnels, launch funnels, like all these different funnels that were popularized by people like Jeff Walker and Russell Brunson, and even butterfly marketing funnels from Mike Felsheim. So in the past, there used to be a lot of competitors who were specialized on just one thing. For example, like Lead Pages or Optimize Press, Unbounce, ClickFunnels 1.0, to really build websites, landing pages for people to land on after they have clicked on an ad or something like this. And then you had email service providers like ActiveCampaign, GetResponse, Aweber, and you also had other softwares like Kartra and the new ClickFunnels 2.0, which we do not know a lot about. And then you had membership software like Kajabi and Teachable, and also e-commerce software like Shopify and now GrooveKart, which I even spelled wrong here. These days, there's a huge trend for all of these different companies to essentially build an integrated platform. So if we have a look at the math here, you will notice if you have software like Kartra, you do not need a lot of the other things. For example, Kartra replaces a lot of tools that other tools replace as well. And if you have a look at Kajabi, they also have a shopping cart and some email system. So if you have Kajabi, you probably will not use Samcart or Infusionsoft or things like this. But in general, Groove is the most, or aims to be the most complete platform. So you will literally have 18 different softwares in one, but not all of them are ready already. Groove will actually have some flagship softwares, for example, their website builder and their funnel builder, their shopping cart and their affiliate management program, which really will stand out over the competition. And this is something that you can see already in the platform when you're an actual user. This makes the platform really powerful, but also there's a huge learning curve for people who were struggling and getting their first funnel online. So it is not as easy as Mike Felsheim makes it sound to build your website, to build your funnels. You will hit a few roadblocks, but if you overcome these roadblocks, I think it's 100% worth it, because it is so flexible and you can literally build any kind of funnel that you want with it in the future. So you can build all kinds of like super complicated funnels with a lot of upsells, downsells, order bumps. You will be able to build quiz funnels, launch funnels, webinar funnels, butterfly marketing funnels, but not all of this is possible right now. So the first app I want to introduce to you and review is actually GrooveSell, which I believe is the most powerful and most flexible shopping cart that there is. Like you will have different things like free checkouts, trials, recurring installments. You can offer different quantities of your product. You can use coupons. You can even choose like pay your own price. So essentially, if you have an idea how to collect money, what you want to charge, you can set up anything you can imagine, any price point you can imagine. Like they made it super flexible. Here's a screenshot from the Groove-A-Thron, and as you can see here, like this is already available in the platform, and this is something that I really like about GrooveSell. Then there's a lot of affiliate features, and as you might know, butterfly marketing is really built on affiliates. It requires affiliates to promote your product. And if you have a look at the history of Mike Filsheim, you notice like he is super active in the affiliate space. He does a lot of promotions for other people with their Groove Digital Presents, like he did for my product, but also for other people like John Benson and for chatbots and things like this, like Chatmatic. They had a lot of different offers there in the past, and this is actually a huge part of their business model as well. And because they're working so much with affiliates, they had a lot of features that platforms like Kartra were not able to offer. So their affiliate function is probably the most powerful in the industry already. Because as Mike said on this slide here, it has the most powerful commission complexity, which is exclusive to GrooveSell. You will have CPA commissions, affiliate lead tracking, custom commissions, custom landing pages, and there's a lot of really cool things that they will have in the future, like a complete billing portal, integrations with tax software, like the currency features will be much better than their competition. And even like things like Facebook conversion, API tracking. And if we have a look at this slide here, you will be able to build complete checkout pages using the same frameworks that they use throughout the entire platform. So this is actually super cool, but this is not available right now. Just to show you a couple more screenshots here, you can have order bumps and hybrid order bumps to add to your cart. You will have like pop-ups on the checkout page and things like this. And if you're asking yourself, like, is this actually sustainable? What I really like about the Groove in general is their vision. And I really like this slide that David Lemon made, where he explained how the Groove digital ecosystem works. They do not only have the GrooveCM software like ClickFunnels and then have a lot of courses around this. They will have a complete marketplace. They promote other software products like Groove Copy Pro. They have partnerships with solo ad vendors and an agency, so you can buy advertisements through them. They have the complete Groove affiliate marketplace. And one thing that their competition also does not have is GroovePay. For example, I use GroovePay to process all my sales through them instead of Stripe and PayPal. They are currently still working on affiliate improvements, on redoing the whole interface of the software, which creates some frustrations for people like me who are using this as a user, because the platform is not as stable and solid as a platform like Kartra, because they're continuously doing improvements, changing the UI. So sometimes I have to look where to find the right button, where to change some settings. But as you can see, when we have a look here at the timeline, you will see that they have a lot of things planned. For example, they will have the wallet, which means like I do not have to take care of my taxes anymore. They will do the complete payouts for the affiliates and things like this. So things that will really simplify my business and that I'm really looking forward to use in the future. They will also integrate with things like Google Pay and Apple Pay and Microsoft Pay. And there will be a lot of improvements for GrooveSell in the future. But one of the most powerful aspects of Groove is actually GroovePages. And this is what I am using, a complete funnel, the free traffic cache machine, for example. So one of the most powerful apps in this whole process is obviously GroovePages. And as you can see here, like in the overview of my funnel, I've built a lot of pages. And for example, if you just have a look at my bonus page, I've built all of this in GrooveFunnels. It's using a template. And as you can see here, there's a lot of different things and options that you have to use, that you can use, which is typically why web designers seem to love GroovePages really a lot. And the people who took the time to master the platform really like the flexibility of the platform. But for a beginner, this can be a little bit overwhelming. So that's one of the biggest drawbacks of the platform. It's super powerful, super flexible. GroovePages is not just a funnel builder, but software to build complete branded websites, which makes it different from software like ClickFunnels, which is mainly to build landing pages. One of the biggest differences between GroovePages and other funnel builders is that they have built this platform with a lot of search engine optimization in mind, with SEO in mind. So there's an SEO menu with a lot of features, and they incorporated a lot of things that Mike and the team learned from building Kartra, which at the moment is probably for most people still the best platform or the most stable platform, which I still really like to use. But as I've told you, I've made the change to GrooveFunnels because of the membership platform and mostly because of the affiliate management in GrooveSell. So there's a lot of things planned that are not available right now, like A/B testing and deadline funnel capabilities and things like this, but they're really improving day from day, and this is essentially what they did in 2021. It became usable for people like me, but there were some roadblocks I had to overcome in the process. But they have some really innovative things. For example, the publishing process that allows you to just publish a certain page or the complete website, or you can just save changes without making them go live. And you also have you will save the revisions of everything that you've done. So the platform automatically saves your work. So if you made a mistake or really spent a lot of time designing something, you can go to back to any kind of revisions. It will automatically save your work after 10 minutes. So this is a really cool feature that a lot of competitors do not have. And then there's lots of really, really, really cool stuff that they will have in the future. So it's really usable right now. They really improved their pop-up elements, building new blocks that you can use, which is typically what I recommend if you get started with a platform like Groove. This is what I did for my bonus page here as well. All of this was built using one of the templates that were already available to premium users. There's a lot of really, really cool templates. And in this day and age, it's really more about your connection with your audience, with your customers, than the actual technical aspects. So what I'm typically doing when using Groove, I try to use templates as much as possible. I have built my complete free traffic cache machine on the side. So just to show you how this looks like, here's the free traffic cache machine, and then there's really simple opt-in here. Everything is organized here. People can leave their email. And then there's a video here. Currently, I'm embedding this, and then people can join. Then they will see my one-time offer for the Ads Made Free Accelerator. In the beginning, there was a huge learning curve for me using GroovePages, but now that I've mastered it, that I know how to use the different elements, I really like it, and I really like the flexibility going forward in my business. On the contrary, it was a little bit easier for me to build pages and like opt-ins with Kartra, because the way they developed Groove was they built each of the apps separately, and now they're integrating them together. So it was a little bit hard to connect my email with GrooveFunnels. I'm currently using a workaround for that to get the emails into my Kartra system. So there are a lot of things coming to GroovePages. They will simplify the user interface, and a lot of things are possible already once you mastered the platform. So as I said, I showed you the page here, the upgrade bonus, which you will find a link in the description, because I've teamed up with other people from the Groove community, because the platform is so powerful that I do not have time to build and explain all of this. So you probably want, if you decide to upgrade, you want to work with someone like Kevin Stride, who is really focused on teaching other people to use the platform. And that's why I teamed up with him. If you decide after watching this review to upgrade, then you will find a link in the description. And as a bonus, you will get free coaching from Kevin for 3 months inside Groove for Growth community, which is really a small Groove coaching community. So you will master the platform. You will have weekly live calls for this. And that's why I decided to upgrade and offer this as a bonus if you decide to upgrade to GrooveFunnels. Other than that, they're really working on a lot of improvements. As I mentioned, they will have a new user interface. They will have different ways to share pages and funnels, and a lot of things, small improvements like favicon settings and so forth, and integrating everything with the other apps like GrooveMail. There will be some things that will be only added in Q2 or Q3. So do not expect, if you buy GrooveFunnels right now, to have everything working and 100% ready. Another thing that makes me really optimistic about the future of Groove are the integrations. For example, they will integrate obviously with different email providers. If you choose not to use GrooveMail, they will integrate with different webinar platforms. And they will integrate with more service than just like Zapier, which can get pretty expensive pretty fast. So they will have integrations with different automation platforms, databases, communication tools, other tools like Google Analytics, webinars, and accounting. So if we have a look at this slide from the GrooveA-Thron, you will see that they integrate like with chatbot platforms like ManyChat and Chatmatic. They will integrate with Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics, which I told you is super important for SEO because they have a strong SEO focus. They will integrate with a couple of other platforms, but what I like most is that they will integrate with more automation platforms like Pabbly, Integrately, Integromat, which allow you to pass the data from the Groove platform to Google Sheets, which allows you to pass on the data to other applications that might be using. For example, I used a tool called Stackbee, which is a database tool like Airtable, but they even plan to integrate with Airtable directly. And if there's a lot of demand, they will probably have this, but this is already on their schedule already, which is something that I'm super excited for, which is something that I'm lacking and waiting for other platforms like Kartra, which only connect to Zapier essentially. This also brings me to the thing that I personally was most disappointed about, and I know the team at Groove was disappointed about this. You can see that I've sent a couple of test messages in November of 2020 here, and then GrooveMail stopped completely working. I was not able to use it. It was super hard to integrate other funnel builders. It was super hard for me to connect it to Kartra, which is also why a lot of people were frustrated. They were not able to connect GroovePages to GrooveMail because GrooveMail was not usable, and this took way too long. They tried different ways, and then I think they tried to bring back GrooveMail at some point last year, which did not work as they anticipated, so they had to start over from scratch. At the time of recording, you can finally use GrooveMail again because at the end of last year, they allowed you to use your own SMTP service provider. So now you have to connect it to your own SMTP server, which I never decided to do because I was not keen on having another bill when I was still paying for Kartra to send out my emails, which was like super hard to integrate. So a lot of people, especially people who were just starting their online business, they got caught up in the process of even setting up a simple opt-in funnel, which is much better now. At least it's possible now to integrate GrooveMail with your own SMTP service like SendGrid or Mailgun or Amazon services. I do not even know what that is, but they're sending out new emails right now to warm up the IP addresses. And if we have a look at the slides again, we will see that a native GrooveMail connection will be ready pretty soon. So let's go back to the slides and have a look here. We had seen my account, and as you can see, they're currently pretty generous with their offerings, and this was one of the biggest reasons why I made the switch to Groove a long time ago, because you will have essentially, I think at the moment of recording, 25,000 contacts with this, which matches essentially the Kartra Gold plan, and you will never have to pay anything if you join before the 22nd of February. Afterwards, their pricing model will change, but I'm sure that they will still have a very, very competitive offer afterwards as well. So if we have a look at the GrooveMail timeline, they're still working on the activity log and the contacts details page UI. They're working on the email build, and then there will be other software integrations that they're working on to make sure that your emails hit the inbox, which are just scheduled for Q1, which are not even in progress. They still need to have a much better way for their forms to work. Currently, if you create a form in GrooveMail, you're not able to style it. You have to style the form inside the GroovePages editor, but then it's more complex to integrate it with GrooveMail. But all of these things I anticipate they will fix in the next couple of weeks after releasing this video. And here you have an idea of things that they will have soon. For example, in Q2, they will have A/B split testing capabilities. and things like this, but these are not available right now. So it's probably setting up the email part is one of the hardest parts when you decide to make the switch to Groove after watching this review. And even though this might sound a little bit negative, I think there's huge hopes, and I think the platform in the next 3 months will be so much better than what we are seeing right now. And as I told you, like, I'm already using software, it's usable, but there's still like this learning curve. But one of the things that I really like most about the new platform is actually the new GrooveMember, which I already showed you how this looks like. So I will just get this up to the screen again. So I'll just go to login.adsmadefree.com, which is the overview of my portal. Here I'm already logged in with the demo account, and you can see I gave myself access to different courses that I have built, and everything is like in my branding colors here, and everything looks super nice, and you can really make this look top notch, so your product looks super professional. And here, as I told you, I'm currently moving over all the different content to the platform. You see, like, each of the lessons, like, I can have a dedicated picture to this which encapsulates this, and then I will have a super organized and clean membership area where it's super easy for my students to find the different modules that are available. They will know exactly what courses they have access to. And then also, if they go to the homepage, they will also get directed to the things that I will build and add to the platform in the future. So all of this looks really gorgeous. It's really easy to manage. And like, this is probably the app that I'm most excited about GrooveFunnels. They're still working on setting up the right access levels and the new dashboards, and to import again old users, legacy users, the ability to import content from the first version of the membership area, and then some more customization settings and things like this. So they only scheduled this to be out of beta, out of the sandbox, as they call it, in Q2. But then they will add a lot of really cool stuff, like quizzes and certificates and tag-based access levels, and really cool stuff like custom hubs. And one of the things, obviously, like the butterfly marketing optimizations. Currently, I embedded my butterfly marketing, the embed, to a page, but this is also possible natively much better in the future when they have full butterfly marketing optimizations, which is essentially why I choose this. And then obviously they will have a bunch more capabilities about like launching a forum and doing announcements to your members and things like they really want this to be one of the standout apps of their platform to be able to really compete with a platform like Kajabi. And this is really what I'm excited about. And this is really one of the main reasons why you should choose Groove over a platform like Kajabi or Teachable or anything like this. Besides that, they have the GrooveWebinar, which at the time of recording this is essentially a clone of EverWebinar. So this is ready and usable already. I never used this because I'm still using Webinar Jam and EverWebinar, but you can create webinars here, and I created a test webinar, and then you can edit this and then add different things like video, obviously, presenter, schedule, and but essentially it has the same capabilities as EverWebinar. But on the other hand, they have some really innovative plans for the GrooveWebinar as well. They plan to call this GrooveStream. So they will have live webinar platform, but they will also allow you to use this as a tool like Zoom. So you will have conference calls with your students. You can have like small group coaching calls, and all of this in one native app, because everything will integrate natively with GrooveSell and everything. So this is something that I'm really looking forward to use and to see. And it will also allow you to stream to Facebook group or to YouTube Live and things like this. So I'm really curious to see how all of this will look in the future, but this is something that is not available right now. They also have some more future apps, for example, funnel mapping. So you will be able to create a complete funnel, have the complete overview, and have direct access to all of these apps, because All of this will be connected to all their platforms. For example, you will be able to edit the pages for a webinar here and edit the emails that go out right from just one overview. And as I've showed you, I'm currently still using Funnelytics, another app, to build all of this, to design my funnel. And then I have to switch from GrooveFunnels to the overview and make sure that I have all the elements. And all of this will be natively integrated. And then they will have other things like an SDK. It means essentially other developers can develop apps for Groove. So even if they are not building something out natively, other people will have the opportunity to build this, and they have a lot of things going on there. One of the things that I have not mentioned is actually GrooveKart, which is an e-commerce platform which allows you to build a complete merchandise store, so you can sell mugs and t-shirts and all of this. So I'm just showing you the Groove store, but this is not something that I'm using. And if you compare this to something like Shopify, you will save a lot of money if you plan to build any kind of store as well. So that brings me to the recap of this GrooveFunnels review, because if you're thinking about joining, I highly recommend that you join before February 22nd, because they will change their pricing afterwards. And I will have a different video explaining the exact pricing as well, which I will link to in the description of this video as well. But if you're thinking about making the switch to Groove, I highly recommend that you think about the requirements, like what kind of business do you actually plan to build with GrooveFunnels. So do you plan to use ads? Is stability important to you? Is landing page speed important, which Groove is one of the best apps for? Like, do you need a platform that works right out of the gate, which Groove does not offer as of now? You will be able to build a complete website, a complete funnel, but there will be a learning curve. There will be like some time investment. You might still have to find some workaround to make something work when you make the switch to the GrooveCM platform. Obviously, there's the price. Like, do you prefer to pay monthly or invest into this platform just a one-time price when you join before February 22nd? And then, like, how important is design to you? How flexible do you want your platform to be? This is one of the biggest pros of GrooveFunnels. It's super flexible, super powerful. But as I said, it comes with a con, which is the learning curve of mastering all these different apps. But despite the learning curve, it's great for beginners. And as I said, I highly recommend, if you think about upgrading to Groove, to check out this page, which I will link in the description or somewhere below this video, and have a look at the amazing bonuses. These bonuses were the reason that made me over $100,000 for promoting this software. And one of the biggest things is probably my Pareto Summit VIP All Access Pass, where I really worked with people like John Lee Dumas, Perry Marshall, Mike Koenigs, Jim Edwards, and interviewed all of these people who are successful in the online marketing space, even the CEO of Kartra, like AJ Roberts, and a lot of really cool stuff. And all of this is really built to make you successful with Groove. As I mentioned, you will get free access to Kevin Stride's community. And if you build your first funnel, I will also review this for you, which is another amazing bonus. So you got to work with me one-on-one. And obviously, you'll get access to the free traffic cache machine, so you can have another like really amazing product that you can promote using the butterfly marketing strategy. So you will learn all about that as well. So if you liked this video, please leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about Groove, and otherwise check out the links in the description. Thanks for watching and see you soon.